So last week I was listening to Derek Halpern from socialtriggers.com, and he was sharing some of the things that have helped him to build up a huge audience for his blog. And I think that this illustration that I'm about to share that I heard from him just illustrates perfectly the direction that we need to go when we're talking about marketing our website. So he gave an example of how he wrote a blog post called Design is King. Now, if you've been anywhere online in the last couple of years, you know that we always say content is king. So he wrote this article that's called Design is King, and basically it was saying there's some new research that I found and that shows now the design is king. Well, when he writes his blog posts, he considers that the actual writing of the content is only 20% of the job. The actual 80% that still needs to get done, that most people never ever do, is actually promoting that blog post. So after he wrote that blog post called Design is King, he went out to the designer community. He went to find out, where are the designers hanging out? What forums are they on? Where are they at online? Maybe find the major influencers and their Facebooks and their Twitters, their Facebook groups. And he went to them and he said, hey guys, and he emailed them and he contacted them on Facebook and Twitter, and he said, hey, I just wrote this new article that shows that research now shows that design is king. You might want to check it out. So he promoted that, and he got these designers to come to his blog and begin to write comments. Then he went out to the writers community, and he found where the writers were hanging out online, and he began to interact with them and email them and send them messages saying, hey, take a look. There's all these designers that are writing comments on my blog saying that design is king. You should go check it out. So of course the writers, who've always believed that content is king, came to his blog and they started to interact with the designers and began to say, no, that's not true. It's the headline, it's the content that really matters. So then he did one more thing. He went back to the designer community and he said, hey guys, these writers, they just don't like what you guys are writing on my blog. You should check it out. They're saying all these things about designers on my blog. So then the designers came back again, and then they began to write. Well, he had over 300 comments on that one blog post, and one of the key takeaways of that is he created controversy, but he wasn't himself controversial. So he wasn't exactly, there's people out there where they say, oh, I create controversy and you can get a lot of comments, but he wasn't himself being controversial, but he thought of a unique way where he could create controversy and have a lot of interaction. So that's my challenge to you. Think about different ways of how you can, this week, create something that is maybe controversial, but definitely something that will have engagement. Because people are going to write comments when they feel passionate about something. And we know there's good passionate things where you really believe in something, and there's something that someone says something against it and you just can't keep quiet. You have to speak up. That's the kind of engagement you want to have on your blog. And by doing that, you're going to get more readers, and you're going to grow your list, and you're going to be able to get that success that you've always wanted to have.